Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Falf Describe podcast. I have with me, as the usual, another fascinating, interesting, and entertaining guest named Wade Simmons. How are you?
I'm doing great. How you doing today?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm great. When I heard that you were a pro wrestler, I was very excited. Because I just started getting into MMA, not practicing, but I want to start. I want to start like
Okay.
practicing MMA and stuff like this. As you see, I'm a very I'm made like I'm built like a brick house, uh, and I want to punch some walls. Yeah, but
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
yeah. So until that time comes, we are here, and we are here to discuss yourself and your whatever you do, whatever I do, it doesn't matter. We're here for put the spotlight on you. So, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
So I am a filmmaker that works
Mm,
in funeral service, and I'm currently training for pro wrestling.
that's just a fascinating combination you had there. So awesome.
Yep. So I've been like in love with like doing camera work since I was a little kid. So I mean that's nothing new. And like I'm a huge Star Wars fan, like watching George Lucas work. Like, I'm not sure if you saw like Kenobi yesterday, but it was pretty good. Like
I
seeing,
wanted I wanted to see it, but it didn't have the time. Yeah.
all right, well, I won't spoil it for you, but it was pretty
Thank
good.
you. It would be much appreciated.
So are you a George Lucas fan too?
Not I don't know anything about the man himself, but I know a lot of his work, his repertoire.
Yeah, well, I find his story a little similar to mine because, like, when I was listening to like one of George Lucas' speeches, he was talking about how like he had a love for cinema, but he went to school and got like an education doing something else, and he liked working on cars, and then he got in like an
Yeah,
accident, and he was kind of like thinking about his place in the world, and then he had a friend of his that was going to school for, I think, like was doing something with art, and he and George Lucas, buddy talked him into going to school, and then he ended up going to school for cinematography, and then I mean, from there his dream came true. Like he was an independent filmmaker. He didn't really take the Hollywood route. He used his own money, and I mean, look at his work now.
yeah, and the rest is history, shall we say? So, if you know, sorry, a funeral service that it's doesn't specifically like a funeral parlor or.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been actually doing that for 11 years now.
Mm,
I started when I was in high school, my senior year. I started volunteering at a funeral home called Leak and Sons.
mm,
I'm in Chicago. I'm at the Branson Country Club Hills, but I started out as a volunteer and I've been there ever since. It's a really interesting field to be in. I actually end up going. I went to mortuary school back in 2016, and then I finished the
mm,
classroom part in 2018. So
mm.
it's been a pretty interesting process.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you're a certified mortician, yeah?
And according to the state of Illinois, you have to get both
Okay.
licenses. So I gotta pass both parts of the test first.
Yeah, yeah. Most countries don't have like states, so it's very weird for people to hear that when you say the state of Illinois. But yeah, but most
Yeah, I
people
know.
know about the 50 states in the United
Yeah,
States. Yeah.
yeah. It's weird because in each state, like to be honest, I did pass the funeral director side, but because
Hmm.
in the state of Illinois you have to do both.
Oh,
Some states you need both licenses, some states you only need one. It's I mean, it's weird because like, like I'm pretty sure in your country, like I mean, I'm not sure how they do it there, but most things are like if you can do the job and you know the job, then do it,
yeah,
but
yeah.
United States is kind of like a thing where they
There's a
don't want so much.
problem. Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
problem with the funerary kind of rituals and
yeah,
protocols because it's very religious, in
yeah,
where where
yeah.
I'm
And
from. Yeah,
yeah, well, like in the United States, it's a very lucrative field, and I feel like
I'm sure.
anything that's really lucrative, they are going to make it hard for people.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
because
yeah,
I know people, like it's weird because like I know people that are good with the job and grew up in the business but can't pass the test. It's just weird, but that's the United States for you, man.
yeah, yeah. The weird states of America. Uh,
Yeah, about the money.
all about them. The green. Yeah.
Yep.
Um, so exactly filmmaking. When you say filmmaking, is it like a short types of independent
Yeah. Yeah.
movies or
Yeah,
what?
like right now I've produced probably almost like I think about 30 shorts. I only have like 16 of them so far. There'll be
Mhm.
more coming out pretty soon, but I love it, man. It's just one
It's
of those
awesome.
things.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like I get to write, I get to direct, I get to produce it. I mean, I'm not really an actor, but because people don't always show up, I do that too.
yeah,
But it's funny because like you look at some people and like, you shouldn't do everything, but like being an independent filmmaker, like I learned that like, a lot of people like, you get critiques and criticism, which is nothing wrong with criticism, but like I tell people, like, it's a reason for everything. Things are not going to be perfect, especially when you don't have a whole lot of help. I mean, you do the best that you can, but even if you have a whole production team, somebody will find something wrong with.
yeah. You got a few notches under your belt, but not another under your wrestling championship belt. So
Oh yeah, well yeah.
how did you got to how have you gotten to know that world of the pro wrestling, which is very
So
interesting to say the
so
least.
you see this picture right here?
Oh, damn.
So when I was in
That's
high school, actually, I wrestled. I was on the wrestling team my freshman year, but I quit. And
mm,
then my senior year, I went back and wrestled. And then, I grew up watching it as a kid, but I kind of, fell off for a little bit. But actually filmmaking and funeral service is what actually led me to kind of back to pro wrestling, because what happened was that I wanted to make a documentary about wrestling. So I reached out to a wrestler here in Chicago. I mean, he's trained with a lot of people, and he's also trained a lot of people. And I mean, he wrestled in WWE a little bit. He wrestles here and there. He wrestles some everywhere. But he told me like, come on in and check us out. And so I went in, I checked him out, and when I went, I started seeing like all the young wrestlers and stuff, and then, I went in, and me and a friend of mine named Jalen, we actually felt right at home. And like, we talked to Steve or whatever. We just started training. We started like I want to say like like the end of October. It was like around like right after Halloween.
so you started training as an amateur.
Yep. So we've been training for what? Ooh, it's almost been like, it doesn't seem like it because we missed a couple of, well, more than a couple of practices, but it's been about 7 months already.
Oh, nice, nice. Yeah. So
So time is just,
it's not a short period of time. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, yeah, because like a couple of the people that started with us, they've made their debut already. So we're gonna hit the mat and hit the ring,
Oh, yeah,
this
yeah.
month,
You
and
seem pumped.
hopefully,
You
hopefully
seem
by hopefully yeah, hopefully by July, God willing, we should be making our debut.
oh, so that's going to be your first fight.
Well, we'll see, because I believe I'm gonna be more in the manager role, probably like kind of like MVP Paul Heyman right now. pallbearer, maybe, you know.
Whoa. Nice. Nice.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a lot of fun. Like, you know, I've got a chance to meet like a lot of interesting people. But like I said, doing the funeral work kind of like motivated me to just do whatever you want to do in life, man. You just got to do it,
Wow.
you know.
Wow. So
Like time. I'm
what,
sorry.
yeah, no. No, you don't have to apologize for anything. Uh, so what,
Okay, there you go.
yeah. Sorry, I don't know what happened. Okay, we're back. Okay. Okay. So what about actually mortician work and in the field of funerary services actually led you to push
To
you
wrestling.
to the arms of pro wrestling? Yeah.
So, you know, it's like, you know, from working in the funeral home, it's like this. I mean, you see death every day. You know, I mean, it can happen expectedly, it can happen unexpectedly. I mean, you see 8-year-olds, you see 9-year-olds, you see 100-year-olds, you see 90-year-olds, you see 20-year-olds, 40, 50. And, you know, nobody knows how much time they got. You know, I mean, you know, God willing, you know, we all hope to have a good, long, healthy life. But I mean, the reality is, like, you know, we never know. So, like, you know, whatever you want to do in life, you know, you just have to do it.
Yeah.
You know, don't you know, think too far down the road. Like, if an opportunity comes, you know, you just got to take it. And that's what I did. You know, so like me, if life presents me with an opportunity, I take it. You know, I'm not like some people. Like, I don't do a whole lot of, you know, like you do plan. Yeah,
Ruminations. Yeah.
you plan a little bit, but you know, like I learned in filmmaking too. Like life is like filmmaking. You make a plan and it goes completely out the window sometimes. But you kind of learn to kind of, you know, make things work along the way, because like in filmmaking they teach you to be very intentional. And what I like about that is, like, from working in funeral service, it taught me to be very intentional with life. You know, if you want to do something, you just got to jump out there and do it. You know,
Yeah.
you can't really like wait on things, because time waits for nobody. I mean,
Yes.
it's moving, man. And if you look at like these last 2 years, like they went back completely fast.
Yeah. 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 It seems. You know, on the one hand, it seemed like a complete waste of time, and it seemed like the world is about to, you know, fall off its fall off the itself. I don't know, just going to go away somehow.
Well, I know what you mean. It just seemed like so far, like, I mean, it's a lot going on all over the world. I mean, we're
Yeah,
seeing a
yeah,
lot of mass shootings, and we're seeing a lot of hatred, and seeing a lot of road rage, and you
yeah,
know, all kind of crazy stuff, political unrest. So like, I definitely get it.
yeah.
Like a lot of people are like just
So
mentally
how do you
drained.
train? How do you train? Like 3 times a day, or what does it involve?
So for me, we have training on like Tuesday, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays.
Yeah,
So far, I'm only doing one day, because I got a lot of stuff going on right now. But like I said, the
yeah,
one
yeah,
day is
yeah.
better than no days. You know what I'm
Of
saying?
course, of course. So you would like to pursue a professional career in wrestling?
Well, for right now, I'm just having fun with it, man. It's, you know, I mean, if it goes to that level, that's fine. But I'm really more so doing it for
Yeah,
the fun of it.
yeah, yeah. So what types of films you would like to do in the future, or would like the chance to do?
So my goal is to at least make 4 feature films,
Mm,
but I also want to move more into documentaries.
hmm.
You know, because like I feel like documentaries are more fun to make, because you get to know people, you get
Yeah,
to
yeah,
interview people, you get to follow somebody and kind of put yourself in their shoes, as
yes.
opposed to being a narrative filmmaker. I mean, I like that too, but I like documentaries better, because like
Hmm.
like when people are acting, a lot of people get judged on their acting, like, oh, she's a terrible actor. He's, but I look at it as acting. Acting is acting, and everybody's different. And but at least for the documentary, you're telling somebody's truth.
Mm.
I mean, there's nobody acting. You're just telling a visual
Yeah.
story of somebody's life or their business, or
They have to be presentable. They have to work it up a little for the camera,
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
for the drama, to
Oh yeah,
increase the intensity.
yeah, yeah, you definitely got to have a little drama there, because I mean it's still storytelling no matter what.
Yeah.
But I mean, for the most part, I like documentaries because they're a lot of more fun. You get to,
Mhm.
again, like I say, nothing wrong with narrative films and work with actors, but sometimes I think it's just better to just do something that
Mhm.
flows a little more naturally.
So what types of documentaries would you like to make, like biographies or history or social
I'm
issues?
I'm more into like biography style documentaries. I mean, I really try to stay away from social issues,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
because like everybody have a different point of view on those type of things. And
Yes.
I mean, it's everybody's point of view is valid and respected, but I'm the type of guy, like, look, if I think about it this way, he thinks about it that way. You think about, I respect your opinion. I mean, I don't get so worked up about,
Yes.
but nowadays, like, people be ready to fight over the, so like I try to stay away from things like that.
If when other people are ready to fight, you better be prepared yourself, but not in an aggressive way.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I know. I
Take
mean, but I mean, I'm not
take
built like Brad.
jiu-jitsu, MMA, about the Krav Maga.
Uh, Not too much.
Yeah, you should look into it. Yeah, it's a Israeli fighting martial art. Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe I need to learn it then.
Yeah. You should look into it. It's great. It's awesome.
So did you have any favorite wrestlers coming up?
Favorite wrestlers? You mean like in WWE or MMA?
Yeah, WWE or MMA or both.
Well, I know about it, like John Cena and the Undertaker, but look, I wasn't a big fan. I
Oh, okay.
In Israel, you don't have the chance to actually. We don't have cable TV. We don't have the satellite TV. Not to, of course, it's all blocked. Country. There's a country
Yeah.
code block and stuff like that. So you can't get that content. So WWE wasn't so much a thing, like
Okay.
like Pokemon and football and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was much more popular. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm really like nerding out right now, so it's not good. Like Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
No, I mean, no, I used to watch Pokemon when I was a kid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Who didn't? Who didn't? Yeah, it's the greatest show ever produced. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I was kind of disappointed with the Pikachu movie, though. It was
Oh
nothing like.
no, no! Don't tell me about that. I didn't. I stayed away from it like Greek fire.
Yeah, I don't blame you on that one.
Well, it's been a pleasure speaking with you. You are a wonderful, happy, upbeat, intimidating person. No, I'm just kidding. You're going to be a pro wrestler. You need to get your defenses up. Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I can do like Brock Lesnar and take him to Suplex City, right?
Yes. And I'm sorry if I offended. Okay.
Oh no,
So,
no, no. Look. I don't offend easily, man. I mean, I don't take life too serious, man. You can't. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta
yeah,
loosen up a
you
little bit.
can. Yeah, well, thank you so much, Wade Simmons. It's been a great, light-hearted conversation mixed with a lot of heavy-handed topics and being transmuted, shall we say, in a positive way. Yeah.
Yeah, well, thanks. I appreciate you for having me on, and man, you stay safe, man. And
Thank you.
yep.
You too. You too. Okay, yeah, thank you so much for watching and have a great day. And we'll see you on the next, we'll see you on the flip side, you know? We'll see you on the flip
Yep.
side. Okay.